Hello, and welcome to Saving History. You know, people are always asking me, what's it like buying an abandoned storage shed? And I'm telling you now, it's a really gross adventure. This particular shed was absolutely full of cockroach poop. It was everywhere, in every box. At one stage, I lifted up a box and cockroach poop literally poured out like insect feces pouring like a fountain down my socks. Beautiful way to start the morning. Really big shed. I think we took out, about 100 boxes. Look, I thought this was going to be exciting, but it turned out to be really gross. It was like a oxygen mask, but it was very discolored and there was a lot of bugs and things in it. It was a disappointing find, and this overall is what a disappointing box looks like. I did do some boxes earlier. Of course, something happened while I was filming, and I couldn't show you the cool stuff as I was finding it, but you will see at the end. I thought this box was going to have plenty of cool stuff in it. And no, it was quite gross. And I mean, this stuff had been in store. Hey, a boomerang. Who doesn't need a boomerang? There you go. Um, yeah, this stuff had been in storage for a really long time. We were seeing stuff wrapped in newspapers from, I think, 1996. So I think that's like one of those plastic parkas you wear in the rain, but it actually disintegrated over time. So it's going to go in the bin. And you will see that there is a lot of legwork to be done. Just carrying things back and forth, trying to find their home or put them in the right bin. You basically feel like you're walking up a mountain with an ass on your back. I try to donate stuff. These notebooks look fine. If they're a bit bent up, that's pretty bad. It's probably going to go in the bin. Yeah, so, you save what you can, but a lot of stuff goes to waste. It's really quite phenomenal how much stuff comes out of these sheds and has to go to the tip. It's so sad. I really understand, like, I don't know if you ever watch any of the hoarder shows, why it's so hard for people to make these decisions because, I pick out an item and it can be overwhelming. Keep it, don't keep it, donate it, where's it going to go, what's it going to do? Each decision, even a quick one, can take, 5 seconds, and it all adds up and it can get really overwhelming, and you can get stuck on really silly things just trying to decide whether or not you should keep it. At least I do, because I cannot stand the amount of landfill we wind up with. It's, it can't be helped, but if I can save something, I will, because everything I save will add up to just, one less bag going to the dump. And, as long as it's clean and it's useful, I'll try and find its rightful owner. So we're getting down to the end of a disappointing box. And at this point, you could just throw the box, but I always stop and check. I always stop and check because there are coins, there are pieces of jewelry. There is some really cool stuff that will drop to the bottom of a box, and you can never trust a box. It could have kitchenware written on it, and yeah, it'll have 2 fry pans, and the rest will be full of antiques. I mean, you never know. You can pick up a box that says antiques, and it just has dirty clothes in it. You can't trust a box that they were the ones that wrote that on the box, or the person who owned this stuff was the person who packed the stuff. You see that a lot in estates or sometimes, domestic violence situations where they've got friends helping them pack, or they're packing in a hurry, or they're packing traumatized because a loved one is sick or dying. And you just can't trust a box. You cannot. It will be all sorts of stuff. And you can see by just the random nature that in this box we've got linen, we've got boomerangs, breathing apparatus, personal items, cutlery, and clothing. Really gross poster covered in cockroach poop, all sorts of things. You know, who does that? I don't know, but that's the nature of unpacking these types of boxes from these big old storage sheds. So right now I'm just trying to find spots to put the rubbish. I've got a lot of rubbish coming my way. I mean, I'm 5 or 6 boxes into a massive hoard of stuff, and I'm going to be here a really, really long time. As you can see, my red bin, which is general garbage, is already filled. I'm doing everything I can to recycle. It's just, a lot of stuff isn't recyclable. And most of it's going to go to landfill, which is a real shame. It's disturbing, really. It's a bloody crying shame that people don't look after their stuff better. So I'm going to be coming up to a new box soon. We've got our metals pile there. It's not very big, but it will get bigger. Let's go find a new box. That box was terrible. It was total dud. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, look, it's a crushed beer box. Not normally a promising sign, but, let's check it out. It's only a little box. It's been through a lot. What have we got in the box? I'm surprised things won't be broken in here. What we got going on? Ooh, it's Aw, it's one of those. It's a candle of one of those. Who would have thought? Just like the boomerang, you never know what you're going to get. So, that was a really nice find. What else do we have here? Some sort of African item. Oh, that's quite nice. Things are going to get cray-cray like an old woman's for JJ. That got a little nasty then, but this is a nasty shed. I had been meaning to do it for quite a while, but if you've ever emptied your own storage shed, or even try emptying out your bedroom, move your bedroom from one location to another and try and film it at the same time, it is hard. You need a lot of tech skill, and you probably need a few friends coming along to help you, because there is not a lot of light. It is hard work. You're puffed out. You need to get in and out pretty quickly, especially if the weather's hot. Like here on the East Coast in summertime, these sheds get really, really hot. And I don't mean really, really hot. I mean stinking bloody hot, mate. Aussie hot, sweating through your undies. It looks like this box is going to get interesting. So I've found a little box lid. Let's see what's in here. We have crystal balls. Aw, that's nice. I'm finding a lot of, I guess you could say, hippie stuff at the moment. It's been a bit of a trend, but if there's one thing I love about a box is random knickknacks. Even that crazy little bug thing I just showed you, it's the stuff boxes are made of. I'm really hoping to find something spectacular in here, And without knowing it, I just put that little guy down. That was a glow in the dark glass something or other. Found it online. It was worth, 80, $90. I didn't know it at the time, but it's got like this, I don't know what's in it, but it glows in the dark. All these different patterns. It was pretty cool. And you have to find these things really cool, or this would be a backbreaking, dirty, disgusting, gross, and pointless job or hobby to do. Because if you do not find fascination in just random stuff, like if you love going to an op shop and not just imagining yourself buying these things, but imagining who owned them or who is going to buy them. If you're that kind of person, then you are going to love buying abandoned storage sheds. At this point, my neck is getting really sore because I've got my phone strapped there and it is driving me crazy. Like, mad, crazy neck pain. It only made the situation worse because it's a hot day. I've had to move a lot of stuff around just to get to this stuff, and I've been wearing my phone strapped to my head for so long, it now feels like I have strapped a brick to my forehead. These camera holding devices for your head suck. They truly suck. And to get this angle, I had to face it down to the point where it was pulling on the bridge of my nose. And with the dust and everything else, uh, I was pretty much done at this point. I was getting ready to just call it a day. I had found some really nice stuff, so I'm getting ready to call it quits. Man, I need a shower. I need a shower so bad. I have cockroach poop in almost every orifice. It's down my shoes. It feels like it's even in my ears. Oh, for God, I hope not. I really, really hope not. But it feels like it is everywhere. And I think I may just burn what I'm wearing when I'm done. When you go into a shed like this, you see things and smell things and touch things that cannot be untouched. You will never feel truly clean again after touching so much poop. I keep saying it. It was a poopathon. Everything. There wasn't a single item that we didn't keep that wasn't cleaned. It had to be cleaned. It was really, really bad. And if you wonder how the cockroaches get in there, it's because time and time again, people pack food into these sheds. I think at one point, and I kid you not, I kid you not, I found a handbag that somebody had put a large bag of oats in there, and the cockroaches had gone right through it. They'd eaten all the plastic. They had gnawed these oats down to almost a powder, and you knew they were oats because there were just a few little oats floating about. But it was a handbag, and it was full of oats. Once again, I ask you, who does that? Whoever they are, they must love cockroaches, because if you put that or anything like that, whether it's in a handbag or not, I don't care if it's in a jar and then taped shut. So we're getting to the end of my first real, I guess you could say, live video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to say, when I found these items, I was wrapped. I mean, I'm not into fairies and dragons that much myself, but if you can imagine, you open up a box and You know, all you're seeing is some newspaper, some odds and ends, maybe a boomerang or two, and then there you go. Big, beautiful dragons, some gaming stuff, and this was a hand-painted Venetian mask. Thanks for watching Saving History. I hope you enjoyed it enough to like and subscribe. Have a great day.